I overheard my 24-year-old nephew, who had just returned from Southeast Asia, giving this travel advice to a 16-year-old cousin.
Don't get lost and don't get killed.
A Native American ceramics artist gave me a pin that she made of a stick Indian. She told me the stick Indian will whistle to guide a person to safety if they are lost in the woods, but they will lead a bad person deeper into the forest. When I think of all the times that I've gotten lost, this is a gift I can use. I'm Barbara Bernstein, and you're listening to Radio Tales for the Road. In this show, we'll hear two stories about getting lost. Part 1, Big Sur or Bust. When I was a college student, I took my first trip out west and got lost in the woods in Big Sur. I was exploring Big Sur with a Long Island schoolteacher named Carol Lucchini. Carol and I had met a few weeks earlier along the Trans-Canadian Highway. I was traveling with 4 college friends in a 1960 Econoline van. She was riding in a psychedelic school bus, and we kept meeting along the road as we followed rock festivals from Toronto to Calgary. Carol and I were immediately drawn to each other because we were the only women in this spontaneous caravan of recycled vehicles on a cross-country odyssey that summer of 1970. At each gas station and truck stop, we got to know each other a little bit better, while the guys took care of filling the gas tanks and dealing with mechanical problems. Carol had long jet-black hair, and her large dark eyes were round with perpetual wonder. She was a few years older than me, but she had hardly ever been around hippies. I helped her feel more at ease by giving the impression that I knew how to handle myself in the midst of the unpredictable. I left my traveling companions on the side of the road in Mendocino County after the Econoline van broke down for the 10th time, and hitchhiked to Berkeley by myself. There I ran into Carol again. She was staying with her sister. I was getting tired of hanging out on Telegraph Avenue with hundreds of other young people like myself who had traveled thousands of miles looking for something we thought we would find on the hippest street in America. Instead, the Avenue was teaching us that whatever we were looking for wasn't anything you found on an urban street filled with hip capitalist shops, cafes, street vendors, and lost young souls. We all dreamed about getting out into the wilds of nature, and the place that most people talked about was Big Sur. So Carol and I set out together to find the wilderness. I was glad to be finally traveling with another woman instead of a bunch of guys, and it seemed like a great way for Carol and me to become good friends. We hitchhiked from Berkeley to Big Sur.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?